Good morning, students. Welcome back to our EVS 1 class. Myself, Mrs. Shagufta Sheikh, is again back with our lesson number 11, a look inside the body. Students, in our previous video, we had seen the cavities in our body. We had seen cranial cavity, thoracic cavity, abdominal cavity, and pelvic cavity. We had also seen the esophagus. How our food is carried from mouth to stomach through a tube called esophagus. And now we will continue with our lesson. So let us move ahead now. Students, today we will learn about the heart. As you all know, heart is the most important internal organ of our body. Do you know where it is situated? Yes, it is situated in the center of thoracic cavity, slightly to the left. Can you see in the picture? It is situated in the thoracic cavity. See here, it is shown in the picture. And slightly it is to the left. It is bigger than one's fist. What is one's fist? Fist means when our fingers are bent in towards the palm and held tightly in this way. Can you see? Our heart is slightly bigger than our fist. And the walls of the heart too are flexible. There is a blood in our body. We take in air when we breathe in. Our blood is carried to all the parts of our body. The food that we eat gets digested. It is again the blood that carries the digested part to every particle of the body. For this purpose, it is necessary to keep blood flowing through the blood vessels. These are the blood vessels spread through entire part of our body. It is a function of the heart to keep the blood flowing. What is the function of the heart? To keep the blood flowing to the entire part of our body. See how the blood is flowing through the entire part of our body. And it is a function of the heart. Students, now we will learn a new term. The heart contracts means the heart becomes smaller. The heart relaxes. It means the heart returns to its original size. See, you are in the picture. Can you see? The first picture, it is relaxed, means it is to its original size. And the next picture, it is contracted, means the heart becomes smaller. This process goes on continuing. It is a continuous process. It relaxes, contracts, then relax, then contracts. This process goes on continuing. See, can you see in this picture? This is a heart and how it is contracting and relaxing again. See. In this way, the heart contracts and relaxes. And this process goes on continuous. It is called contraction and relaxation of the heart. Have you all understood? Now, this activity you will try this at your home. Now let us start. Take a bottle made from flexible plastic. Take a spent ball pen refill. Make a hole in the center of the lid of the bottle. The refill must tightly fit in the hole. Now fill the bottle with water. Fit the lid with the refill tightly on the bottle. Make sure that most of the refill is inside the bottle and only a short tip projects outside. It will make it easier to do this experiment. Now hold the bottle tightly with both the hands and press the bottle and then leave it loose. See, in this way. Now do this 3 to 4 times. See. What do you see? When the bottle is pressed, water flows out in a jet. And when you let it go, water stops flowing. What does this tell? If a pressure is applied to a liquid in a closed space, the liquid will gush from wherever it finds its way. Have you all understood? This activity you will try at your home. Now students, you have to try this. Place your palm a little to the left of the center of your chest. See here in the picture how this boy has put his arm on his chest in this way. Then what will happen? You can feel your own heartbeats. Why? The heart contracts and relaxes alternately without stopping. When it contracts, the blood in the heart is pushed into the blood vessels. At every contraction, it is pushed further and further. And so you can feel your own heartbeat. A contraction of the heart is called a heartbeat. If you place your hand on the middle of the chest, a little to the left, you can feel the throbbing of your heart due to the heartbeats. Throbbing means a sound. Dhad dhad, dhad dhad. This sound is called the throbbing. At the wrist, there is a blood vessel that flows very close to the skin. If you place your fingers there, you can feel the heartbeats. This is called feeling the pulse. Students, do you know? When we are sleeping quietly, the pulse becomes slower. And when we are running, the pulse becomes faster. Students, now use your brain power. When the heart contracts, the blood in the heart is pushed into the blood vessels. What could be the reason for that? Because the heart is like a closed bag containing blood. When it contracts, there is a pressure on the blood present in the heart. If a pressure is applied to a liquid in a closed space, it flows from wherever it finds its way out. Similarly, when a pressure is put on the heart due to its contraction, the blood is pushed into the blood vessels. See how the blood is flowing from the blood vessels. Have you all understood? Students, now we will learn about the lungs. When we breathe in, we take air in through the nose. The internal organs through which this air is supplied to the body are called lungs. We have two lungs. They are situated in the thoracic cavity. One on the right and the other one on the left. The heart is between the lungs, a little to the left. There, the left lung has a slight depression. The right lung is slightly bigger than the left lung. A pipe-like internal organ carries the air we breathe in into the lungs. See, the air is carried into the lungs. It is called the windpipe. This pipe is called the windpipe. The windpipe then separate into two branches. Each branch is called a bronchus. When we breathe in, the lungs expand. See how it is expanding? It expands a little. That is why our chest swells up when we breathe. Have you all understood? The functions of the heart and the lungs depend on each other. Both these internal organs are very important. They are situated in the thoracic cavity, inside a cage made of bones called the rib cage. That is why they are safe and secure. See, here can you see bones? A cage of bones? This is called a rib cage. And inside this rib cage, heart and lung is situated. So that's why they are safe and secure. Have you all understood? See, can you see here? This is a rib cage. See, inside the rib cage, lungs and the heart is situated. Have you all understood? Where is the rib cage? This is the rib cage. Cage of bones, and inside it the lungs and heart is situated. Students, now we will learn about the brain. It is very important internal organ. It is situated in the cranial cavity. Where are the lungs and heart situated? In the thoracic cavity. And the brain is situated where? In the cranial cavity. It controls all that we do. It is in the brain that we become aware of emotions such as anger, joy, sorrow, etc. The meaning of the information collected by our sensory organs is also understood in the brain. Injury to the brain can make one disabled for life. It can even cause death. Hence, the brain needs to be totally protected. And it is protected where? In the skull, which is a bony case. For example, in any accident, if the head is hit, the skull can get broken. And if that happens, it can cause injury to the brain. Then that person can become disabled for life or even die. That is why one must always wear a helmet while riding a motorcycle or scooter. Have you all understood? See, here is the brain where it is situated inside the skull. The brain is to be totally protected, and that is the function of the shell or casing formed by the skull around it. Have you all got it? Where is the brain situated? Inside the skull. Students, do you know? When we learn a poem, it is registered in the brain. That is why we can remember it. This work of remembering is called memory. Students, the structure of our body is very complex. There are large number of organs inside our body which help it to perform all its functions smoothly. It is very interesting to learn about all these organs. You will find more about them as you grow up. So here we have finished with our lesson. I hope you all might have understood the lesson. Kindly subscribe our channel to receive further notification. Thank you.